Today, I'm going to show you how you take your iPhone Pro that has LiDAR and make an instant 3D model of a home and also create a floor plan instantly as well. It is awesome. Anybody can do it, even a real estate agent. Welcome back to the channel, and today, yes, I'm going to show you how easy it is to make a 3D model with your iPhone as long as you have LiDAR on it. So most Pro models in the last few years do have LiDAR. The app we're going to be using is Polycam. It is amazing, and it only costs $70 a year, and it's totally worth it. I've been using it for the last several months, and yes, it brings in money. Not everybody has an iPhone Pro that has LiDAR on it, so not everybody can utilize this app to its fullest. But I'm going to show you how to do that. But before I do that, I need to tell you something huge. I had a conversation with my wife today. I like to make goals each year, and she likes to motivate me with these goals. She told me that if I get to 15,000 subscribers, which is just a little over 5,000 right now, that I can get a cinema camera in the realm of the R5C range for price. So if you can help me get to 15,000 subscribers, there's a good chance that I will end up buying the R5C as another camera here in my studio and do more testing with it. Been wanting that camera for a while. It's just hard to justify, but a goal of 15,000 subscribers, that can get me there. So that alone should get a like and a subscribe. Okay, now that that's out of the way, I'm going to bring you inside of a home that I just photographed. I'm going to walk you through on how to use this app and what it looks like in real time. It is fascinating. It is awesome. But disclaimer, I was out of focus a lot of the time during this video because my focus was on the app on this phone. So forgive me on that. After we're done in the house, I'm going to upload it into the cloud folder. I'm going to log in onto my computer. I'm going to bring you in and show you what you can do in post for little tweaks. And you can actually bring this into 3D software like Blender if you wanted to. Now, my experience with Blender is very little, so I don't want to do that at this point, but maybe in the future. Just know that it's there. So I just got done photographing this house. It is very small. This won't take long at all. And all you need is an iPhone with LiDAR, which is most of the recent Pro models. This is the iPhone 15 Pro, and you will need, let's go right into it, the Polycam app right here. So we will enter into this app and we will hit room. And what you'll do is you'll have it vertical, and we just have to hit that nice round record button. And it's very simple, so before I do that, you want to keep it vertical. You want to make sure you get all the lines. I'm going to show you how that is working exactly, and make sure you get the windows. And it is so intuitive, and it is so inexpensive, and this is the future for all real estate photographers, but even real estate agents as well. No more paying a ton for these floor models. Plus, it can be 3D. So let's do this. I'm going to hit the record button, and it already started scanning, and you can see my camera right there. So it already knows. Isn't that incredible? It's using LiDAR to know the distance with light, and it is mapping everything out. So you do have to keep a decent distance while doing it. It will know that this is actually a fireplace right there as well. And look at that, draw the line right on the window. So we pretty much have everything in this room. Let's move into the kitchen. It is going to know that this is a table. The AI in this app is awesome. And for only about, oh, look at that, somebody likes my comment. For only $70 a year, we'll make sure it gets this, might have to stay a little bit further away to make sure it knows that's a window. For only about $70 a year, this will give you unlimited floor plans. This is the cheapest route to go. And again, it's not always just for the real estate photographer, but also for architects and real estate agents. This is a cheap route to go, and it will save them time, and you can focus on the things you want to focus on. Let's do this. You'll watch me go down the hall, make sure it gets the doorways. So it is drawing those lines and knowing the dimensions of the doors. And so we're doing this in real time, so you actually know how long this will take. And now in laundry, the AI in this app is so good that it will figure out that these are a washer and a dryer. And this will label a laundry room. And again, you can also tweak it in post where you can label things, take off any branding that you want, and make it more customizable to you. I had so many phone calls during this session that it made my screen recording stop, which was really annoying. But I did finish through it, and while I was doing the scan, it didn't show that I got the window in the kitchen, but when I finished, it just showed up right away. So 2 fingers, the pinch right here, and there you can see it. The window is right there. And then you have the other windows. It knew that was a refrigerator. It knew that that was the sink and the counters and everything in the measurements. So the 3D is pretty nice. And then you've got the closet right there. Now, what you have to do, and if you're right on site with your client, because this is instant. So the moment you are done with it, it will create this instantly. As long as you have an iPhone with LiDAR, it's instant. And all you have to do on the lower right is hit floor plan, and you can show your client, there is the floor plan. This could be a JPEG or a PNG outputted. You can hit the little I for furniture, take out all the furniture if you wanted, put it back in. Measurements, you can click and take out the measurements. So those are the cool options with it. And you can upload this directly onto your account on Polycam, and then you can do some edits in the floor plan. You can do some edits in the 3D model, in other apps as well. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna bring you in, I'm gonna show you how I do a few of these edits and then how I deliver it to clients. And if you are the client and you just wanna use this, then you will know how to put it and display it on your website or anywhere else. Okay, here we are logged into Polycam. So poly.cam, and this one is under forward capture. So once you've made an account in here, this is what it's gonna look like. This is what we did in that house. So I'm just gonna double click on it. It is going to load the 3D model. Now I'm gonna show you where I actually made a mistake in here. By the way, we were wondering if, there it is, that window did show up right there. It does have the dimensions. There is the fireplace. Obviously, that isn't what the fireplace looked like, but it is nice that the app recognizes that is a fireplace. So no complaints. It thought that there was a wall right here. And it's because I did not take my time in this app. I was doing it really quick because I had to get to another shoot. And this was not needed for the client. I just wanted to show you how easy it is to go in the house. So I did notice this when I finished. I just didn't have time to reshoot it, even though it would have only taken me about 5-10 minutes or less to do it again. This gives you an idea. I'm going to show you another model out there, but this wall shouldn't be there. There's a bedroom, It understands that that is a closet right there. Do measurements. I can drag this over to there. Obviously, I'm not going to the ceiling, but let's bring it over here. So it kind of gives you an idea that that's 12 feet, 10 inches. It is not going to be a perfect science, but you can do measurements inside. You can look at the windows as well and do measurements there. Now, here is where it really gets interesting, and you can get very creative with a 3D model like this. You can go into download, and if you're familiar with Blender or any other 3D modeling CAD programs, you can output the mesh in an object. FBX is common as well. You can put it as a point cloud. You can even have it as a blueprint. If you go to all formats, you can also look at AutoCAD, Rivet, SketchUp. SketchUp is very common. You can also do Unreal and Unity. So if you're doing gaming, you can bring this in there. Again, this is not my expertise. I have played with these, but professionally, I do not feel comfortable enough to kind of show you. Maybe in the future, we could do something with Unreal. I've played in the Unreal Engine. Remember Unreal Tournament from the 90s? What an awesome game. Now, if I were to hit the publish button right here, we can, oh, look at that. It plays kind of like a little video there. And then here is the shareable link that you would create. You can hit can edit or can just view. So if they hit the can edit, you'll copy the link here. And again, they can download the 3D model if they wanted to. And these are the copies, or you can go to all format and it could be under the Unreal. You can edit the details, so you can go in here and give it a title and then a description on there as well. And then you can tag it for any kind of social media. Now, this is just the 3D model, but if you want to get the floor plan out there in a PNG or a JPEG, you want to log into the app right here. So I am in the app and you can see the 3D model. In the lower right, you are going to hit floor plan. And then you are going to hit the download, and you are going to export it as either a PNG, a PDF. I like to do PNG. It just gives me a little bit more options. And you can save that right to your computer, or you can save it directly to your phone and then share it and edit it that way. And there is the PNG of it right there. That it exported. And I can bring this into Photoshop. I can get rid of where it says Polycam and delete it and just put my own name, my own branding right there. If the living room is not correct, if this was like a dining room, you could just mask it out in Photoshop and then just put the right one in there. And then mask this out and give it a better title too. So, and then also label these rooms after the fact. But it's cool because it knows where the doors are. Obviously, there's actually not a door here or a wall. This was the hall. So this was all messed up. Now, let me bring you into one that actually was pretty accurate that I did. This was the first floor of a story and a half house. So this one is really interesting because there's kind of a closet with a weird wall in here as well. But this one, you've got the kitchen right here, living room. That was the entryway of the house. This was a bedroom, and then you can walk through and there's a bathroom, and then walk in, and this was a mudroom with a closet, and then the staircase as well, and then the windows. Again, I can download this into any format and bring it into an Unreal format. So if we do that, it would be an FBX. So we could do that. It'll tell you exactly what is compatible with what software. Okay, and here is that house on Chicago Street. I labeled this one correctly in the app when I did it. And so here's the outline. You've got the furniture right there because I exported it with the furniture. And again, this is a PNG. It could be in a PDF if you wanted it to be, but PNG is a lot easier to edit in Photoshop. And you'd bring that in and you could take out living room. If this wasn't living room, you can say bedroom 1, bedroom 2, kitchen. You've got the hallway going into the stairs. So this knew there were stairs going upstairs. And then there was a little nook with a weird little closet right here. That's why the wall is bent right there. There's actually no door here. It just goes in. But this gives people an easier understanding on how to utilize it. So whether you're a real estate agent, a photographer, an architect, or just somebody that's curious, if you have an iPhone Pro that has LiDAR, then this is the app to use. Look, it automatically goes to the room. There is a LiDAR option as well in here. I didn't explain it a whole lot, and maybe that's a conversation for another video. But you can do a dollhouse effect as well. Now, I've done it. It's okay. Kind of looks like Matterport, little messier. But what's really important is if you're into architecture and real estate, then honestly, to do the room scan is the best way to do with the LiDAR, because then you're getting a more accurate dimensions and a blueprint and floor plan layout. Now, if you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up. It does help the algorithm. And if you like content like this, then consider subscribing. And also, 15,000 subscribers, I'm getting a new camera. I know it doesn't really benefit you, it just benefits me. But it's something I get to test out and play with more, and that benefits the channel. I keep telling myself that. Well, that's it. That's all I had. But there's these videos over there. Check those out, and I'll see you in the next one.